What's up? What's up? It's your boy Tay Speaks.
What's poppin'? It's your girl J Money.
The slacker. That's what she is. Let me tell y'all, bro. Because here's the thing. And she been complaining ever since she got here, bro. What do you want? What do you want? You want a raise?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Like,
help me.
Help you do what? You got all kind of sounds in the microphone.
Okay, it's good now. What's poppin'? Juice 901.
Man, whatever, man. What's poppin', Juice 901? It means more when it come from me because I'm prepared.
Are you prepared?
I write the script. I had the script ready. I had the
who had the topic last week though?
We talking about last week.
And I told you to do
yesterday's is not today's price.
I told you to do it this week because I did it last week. So why am I the one to be blamed for your mishaps?
All I'm saying is
exactly.
Hold on. How is it my mishaps?
Because you the one mad.
Hey, Juice 901. It's your boy Tay Speaks. As always, we happy that you can join in with us. Right now, all I'm saying is we had 2 topics that we were supposed to talk about. Hey, Jay, what did you come up with?
The last week topic.
Last week is Hey, Juice 901. Hey, my sweet babies. All I'm saying is
that's what I'm about to call Monique.
Shout out to Auntie Monique, man. And definitely shout out to Auntie Monique, man. It's a lot going. It's definitely a lot going on right now. Mm-hmm. I wish we could have her on the show to talk about it.
Maybe.
I mean, only one way to find out. Shoot your shot.
Number.
Only one way to find out. Shoot your shot, bro. I don't have a personal number.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I don't say what number I get. If I have a personal number, I call her right now, but I can't.
Last week. On the phone.
No, I didn't. And the bad thing about it is the way that I respond. The way that I just responded to this is gonna make people. It's gonna make people think I really have her number. I really don't have her number. But here's the thing, though. Why don't you call her then?
I don't have her number.
You talk to her just as much as me.
No, I don't.
So we had a topic for y'all that I really wanted to talk about, but now we can't talk about it.
Why?
Because you don't have any. You don't have any. Are you not? I'm gonna save it for next week. I'm gonna save this topic for next week, and I want
to talk about it next week.
But you didn't know what you didn't know what what's the topic? Ain't wrong. Boo. That ain't the topic. So the topic is, matter of fact, let's talk about. So I was watching the XXX Tentacion documentary the other day. It's only funny because I knew she didn't want to talk about documentaries. But look, I was watching the documentary. I just want to say one thing though, man. The one thing I got, 2 things I got from the documentary. It's one, enjoy life while you got it, man. And 2, to not focus on how short life is because there's so much that you miss. God bless X. God bless all the people he was involved with. God bless the woman he was in relationships with. Man, it was a lot going on. God bless his legacy, bro. It just amazes me how much you can do in a short amount of time and still have like a 2 or 3 hour documentary.
Yeah.
That shows you're a really interesting person. And that's what sticks out to me the most. It's like, that's what sticks out to me the most. It's like,
it just reminds me of like me. Cause I know like I would have a 2 to 3 hour documentary if they was to do it on me too.
What would they say?
They would say a lot.
That was my life. She was alive.
I helped my peers.
How did you help them?
Saving your lives because I'm in it with my presence.
Sorry, do you want to be in your documentary or do you want to just like have other people tell your story?
I want other people to tell my story. I think that would be really cool. Like if I had like a actress to play me, that would be kind of.
So you want a movie? You want like a biopic?
Yeah. That's a good word for it. But you know, some documentaries they have like mock episodes where
some other people be
they look weird, but they got it.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I think I would want to, because I question, right? Like it's the same as writing a book. Like how important is it to tell your own story? And I say it's very important because when it comes to, like for example, like I'm pretty sure a lot of criminals would have loved to tell their side of the story or tell why they did something.
Especially the ones on death row.
I mean, because the reality is, it's like, first you have the documentary, then you have the music that goes with the documentary. So when the music that goes with the documentary comes with, it gives you a certain feeling. If I'm telling you like, yeah, Frederick did this, and this, and I throw some subtle, deep music behind it, it alters their emotion. So it kind of makes the viewer feel some type of way watching it, which is what they do to every documentary. If it's something serious, they play a certain song. Something upbeat, they play something happy, they play something upbeat. But I mean, because you don't know where your life ends. It's like, when do you start writing your own story? Because like for somebody like X, for example,
you can still have a documentary and still be alive.
100%. But I'm saying, like,
don't have to end.
100%. But like for me, like, I know some people, like, you know, I wanna have more to talk about. Some people feel like they don't have a lot to talk about. Like me, I don't feel like I have a lot to talk about, but I guess it just depends on what you're talking about. I mean, in the audience for the most part. But I know a lot of people want to do a lot more. A lot of people want to have their documentary when they're like 50s or 60s. But now what's happening is a lot of people want to have their documentaries a lot earlier, because a lot, and it's easier to make a documentary with younger people now because it's so much footage. Like, you got Instagram videos, you got lives. Like on X video, they had Instagram lives that he was doing. And you know, nowadays it's like all Instagram lives you do end up on YouTube anyway. So I mean, it's I don't know, it's like, it's a lot of footage you can go by, and it's a lot of voice memos that got recorded. It's a lot of recording that he was doing.
Yeah, but then it's not like only on that person too. So say if I'm, you know, still alive and well and I wanted to make a documentary, I wouldn't have to write the whole script by myself, because, you know, you have other people in your life and they can come and be like, oh, remember this, remember that, this is something you should talk about, this is something that I want to show that you did for me, or, you know, or whatever the case may be. So it's just like, it's just good to know, like, not the whole responsibility just has to be on that person, because maybe you affected so many other people's lives, so they can be able to tell your story through you. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. So, but so for example, like, say you helped a lot of people you used to give people a lot of money and you gave to Black-owned organizations all the time. I don't think you gave it to all the time. So by the time your documentary came, you know, they can talk about how much they helped you, but it still has to have some kind of, I don't know, like, I just, maybe I could be overthinking it, but I just want my documentary to be full. I want it to be full. Like, I don't want it to be
full if you have your side and other people's sides too. Like, that's a lot of content to have.
Yeah, but I want to get down to who is Darian, who is Tate. Like, I want to get down. That's what I want my documentary. That's what I want my documentary to be about. Like, I guess I got to write a book first. I got to take the Malcolm X route, have this person write my book for me while I'm there, and just get it out, and then we can make the biopics a movie afterwards. Mm-hmm. But I just want to be able to tell, because if I talk about how Jay used to come to Juice 901 and be tired every day or something like that, if I say that, it's going, and you have a reason why you really wasn't. Maybe you really wasn't tired. Maybe you just was going through something. Maybe you were just, this is it. But I only can tell from my perspective, and you're not there to defend yourself. Or, because,
what do you mean, like, if I'm still here?
I mean, it just depends. Because, like, for example,
if I'm still here, I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna work on that scene together. You know, like, if it's negative, I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, people want to tell it how it is, but it's like, you'll be with that person, so you're not gonna just let that person come on and just be like, say anything if it's not the truth. I think
I'm mashing two things. Like, I think about, like, the authorized videos of Pac and Biggie. And then I'm thinking about the unauthorized, like, because people can make any kind of videos. You got your YouTube documentaries. You got your stuff that actually hit TV documentaries that hadn't been authorized by any party. People just talking about it. So it's just like, I think I'm mixing the two up. So I just want to be able to tell my own story. I mean, it could be something so subtle, but I want to be able to tell, hey, this is the reason why I was doing this, and this is the reason why I didn't do this, opposed to what I didn't do just being out there and then people interpreting as to why. Because people come up with conspiracy theories, reasons. They turn into the biggest detectives and all that. It's like
they come up with a whole new story.
Exactly. So it's like he was actually going broke around that time. It's like it's a lot. It's a lot that comes with it. I think that's my main thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, nobody has to tell them. They'll look at something.
Saying, like if they switch the story, it's like, did he personally tell you that? No. Okay then.
Yeah, I mean I think like I said, my question is, how important is it for you to tell your own story? Have you ever wanted a documentary? Let's do that. Have you ever wanted a documentary? Have you ever thought about your life being interested enough for a documentary? Or do you think your life has to be interesting for the documentary? Does the documentary help you? Does the documentary help you be interesting? Does the Arthur? Because I don't know. I guess interest is subjective too, because you got the guy who was painting on what's that old channel? Somebody remind me in the comments. The guy who used to paint on, is it Bob something? You should know what I'm talking about. The guy who he used to have a fro and used to paint. Bruh, my girl knows. She know. I know. So you just gonna make me feel old for no reason? Bro, my guy was a whole legend.
You are 30.
Hey, no, first of all, I'm not 30. But my guy is a whole legend. He used to talk like this right here. And then you're gonna get the brush and then all right, no one knows what I'm talking about. Maybe it was just a Memphis thing. I don't think so though. He was a legend, bro. Why should be the only one that don't know what I'm talking about?
I probably know what you're talking about, but I can't like.
He was the guy with the orange fro. Was it orange?
That was the orange fro.
Bruh, hold on. I gotta call the lifeline. What text the lifeline? But we're gonna keep going though.
What are some of your favorite biopics or documentaries?
I like documentaries in general. Like I don't even have a favorite. I can sit there and watch a documentary on any subject. Now I have to be mentally prepared for like the murder type documentaries. Like I'm watching The Staircase right now on Netflix. The stuff like that,
I haven't seen it, but I want to watch it.
They got The Staircase. Then have you watched Our Father on Netflix?
Our Father, I heard of that.
Bruh, that man had it was over 80 kids. Like, cause what he was doing was that was going. The woman couldn't have a baby. Or the dude couldn't. Their significant other couldn't have the baby. So they had to go to him to get the shot up by the sperm donors or whatnot. Except he was going and using his own. It's not funny. He was using his own, bro. That's crazy. Like, so they didn't know. So they thought it was their child, and the fathers thought it was a child, like their child. Like these are grown people, like 30s and 20, 25, 30s, like going on that age, and it's like going to get tested to for some reason for a biological test. Like it'll be your child, but it'll be light skinned child with blue eyes, and you or your husband don't have any of those characteristics. So that child's eventually gonna feel like, especially if you have other kids, like why don't I look like y'all? Mm-hmm. Like I love y'all, but I'm kind of questioning, like, why am I the only ones in blue eyes? And none of my uncles ain't got blue eyes, granddaddy. Going back, nobody has blue eyes but me. So it was one of those situations that people started doing research, and then they just formed a group and started calling. But it was like over 50 kids, and they confronted him about it. I think he's in jail now. He may be out now, but yeah, bro, that's
not funny. I'm sorry.
It's wild, bro.
I'm like, that's wild.
But he was actually impregnating them folks, and they didn't know. They didn't know, bro. And they didn't. And the mama was even surprised, because there's no way that you can. And sometimes he was actually going to the back, because the sperm has to stay warm. So he was going to the bathroom, ejaculating, and then bringing it back and shooting it up them. And so yeah, it's a crazy story. It's called Our Father on Netflix.
Doing it himself.
Yeah, you want to hear what I just said? Yes, those are his kids for real.
No, I'm saying like he physically was like. I'm thinking like you saying it like he like mixed something in the lab, or something in the back.
No,
like,
it was.
He was in there doing it himself, and like it shot him up. himself.
Yes, bro. It was.
Okay.
This was his,
That's not funny. I didn't mean to laugh.
and it had to stay warm. He was going to the bathroom, ejaculating, and whatever, putting it in the tube, and then and putting in the woman who thinks that she's getting another person's sperm to have a baby.
The whole time is his.
The whole time, but they didn't find that out because even the mama was like, "What are you talking about? Like you're not adopted," and they're not questioning because it's like it's no way that
you can be adopted. Yeah.
there's no way that like it's. I was there when it happened, but
Interesting.
they didn't know that he was shooting it up them with his own of them. So
I love to watch stuff like that, like weird stuff like that, and then I'm really like I was always like a history type person, so I like to watch like history documentaries like Anne Frank and stuff like that, and then hip hop, music. So
but they talk about the same thing with hip hop all the time though. You know what documentaries get it all the time, and one of them is Behind Me.
Yeah, you have to you just have to switch up your artists. Like you can't just watch the same artist. Like you can, but you can't. Like just make sure you switch it up to like keep your interest going with hip hop documentaries because they do get a little repetitive. I ain't gonna lie, but once they come out with like a new one, like a new artist, not a new artist, but a new one for a artist that never had one before. Then it's like okay, I'm tuned in. So.
I think we did a topic on biopics before, right?
We definitely.
Yeah, we did because we was at my folks' house, if I remember correctly. But Biggie Smalls, he had a good documentary, but they definitely need a good one for Tupac. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they keep trying to do it, but it's just maybe he'll never get one. Maybe just telling his story is gonna be enough. I don't know, but my boy definitely need to move it though for sure. But anything else you want to talk about, Jay?
I thought you had another topic.
No, bro, because I want to do it next week. Because I know she not prepared, bro. So I'm telling you, we need to do it next week where we can actually challenge each other and actually be prepared.
Okay, so why don't you tell the viewers what's the upcoming topic gonna be so they can be, excited for next week.
All right, so boom, the topic for next week is gonna be for next week. That's all I'm gonna say.
Say it.
No, bro, because all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna have a competition on the best songs that came from movies.
You just said the topic.
Yeah, that's what
you didn't want to say the topic.
Because you just told me to say this up. We're gonna do a document on the best songs that came from movies. Best songs that derived.
50 Cent.
But which one?
All of them.
You said 50 Cent? Bro, if you going with 50 Cent and shout out to 50, but my list gonna smoke you, bro. Like
that's first not my list. I'm just saying, like that's just off the top of my dome. Like I'm pretty sure there's better.
If he's on your list, period, my hard hitters gonna kill you. And I'm gonna tell you ahead of time. 2 movies don't count. Lion King, that's a given. That's cheating. That's like at this point, it's like Lion King.
Not even gonna be on my list.
Any part 1, 2, 3, or 4. No Lion King. It was one more. It was no Lion King and no. Just a second. Hold on. That man cheating. Hold on.
I didn't even see anything.
No Lion King and no Toy Story.
Nobody was gonna say that anyway.
I'm just putting it out there. No Lion King, no Toy Story. Anything else, fair game.
All right.
Deal.
Well, we'll just leave you guys food for thought about the whole docus.
Man, make sure y'all tune into the next episode because I'm finna kill her list.
Is it to tell your own story?
I won. Put them stacks up. I won.
You did not
best black movies. I won best black movies. I won. What else? What else I won?
That's what we're gonna call the next episode.
Put them stacks up. It's been a minute. Tay Speaks. Put them stacks up. Let's do it.
Gonna be Jay put them stacks up.
It was Jay Money put them stacks up. Why y'all was gonna change the name? That's how I gave you the name for the show, and then a segment, and then you want to take it back. Don't worry about it, bro. You did not
give me the name. I thought about it, but all right, we're gonna let y'all go because this guy is crazy. But it's gonna be Jay Money put them stacks up, and
let's get it.
Have y'all list ready too, because if you don't have your list ready, it's up. So have your list ready of the best music that comes from movies.
Best songs that come from your movies.
I just said that.
Who had the best soundtrack? We'll talk about it. Make sure y'all tune into the next episode of Juice 901. Who got the juice?
We got the juice.
Juice 901. Let's get it.
Yeah.